welcome to the MineWreckers server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and today I have had a special request from Top to build a certain farm, a farm that is going to require a lot of resources, sometimes in the tens of thousands. I'm going to need a lot of iron, I'm going to need a lot of grass, and I'm going to need a lot of these guys. It is time to build a wool farm on the server. And obviously it's me, it's not just going to be a little thing. We're going big. So I need to start gathering the resources. This is going to take me some time. I need to AFK just at the Iron Amphitheatre for at least a couple of hours, probably more because I'm going to need iron to do villager trading. So I'm thinking we'll do a little bit of a montage of collecting the resources. Who knows, we may even go straight into a time-lapse of me building the farm. I have yet to decide. But even after I built the farm, there's still a lot to be done. Hopefully, this Thursday, we're going to be having a live stream with other members of the MineWreckers crew just to get all of the sheep in place. That's going to be a big job. But for now, I better get on with the resource collecting. Hello! Can you hear me? I couldn't hear you, but now I may be able to hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Finally he unmutes.
I didn't realise I was even muted. I don't know why I was muted. Why was I muted? Because anyway,
I don't know. You were
a
muted yesterday.
montage.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's going well.
It is. It's collecting resources for a farm that you requested. Ooh, the mystery.
What? When was this?
You asked for it a few days ago. So, what do you need?
Yeah, of course. That farm. Oh, yeah, I totally remember. So, hold on. I may or may not have something in my ender chest. Aha.
Okay.
Do you remember this piece of paper?
I do remember this piece of paper. I can't remember why I owe you, but I do remember that I owe you.
That's all that matters in my opinion.
I should take it so that I do the one favor and you don't abuse it. Give me back the piece of paper. So, what can I do for you?
So, as you can see, I'm in the middle of constructing this.
Yes.
And you can guess what I'm about to use this for.
I'm going to assume for farming bamboo.
No, the product itself. What am I going to use bamboo for?
Well, either scaffolding or waiting until we 1.20 officially comes out, but presumably until then, scaffolding.
Or fuel.
Oh, okay. Furnace array.
Yeah. So, I thought this would be a good opportunity to use that and let you design a super smelter.
Interesting. How big is this going to be?
Big.
Okay. Tell me the details. I'll design something fun.
Yeah, not as massive as you're currently thinking.
Oh.
Just that smaller. But big.
Okay. I can come up with something. I'll send you messages with details for just how big this is going to be, and then I can do some calculations.
That works. All right, sweet.
Good.
That's it.
I'm going to get back to my montage now. Bye.
Go for it. Bye.
everything is crafted up and has been brought over to the industrial area to build, I'm going to be building it in this section here. That crafting took a while, specifically 12.5 stacks of dispensers. That took me 50 minutes. 50 minutes, 50. There's got to be a better way. I'm thinking of designing a machine to help make crafting dispensers nicer. I have plans. But in the meantime, we have this wool farm to build. I'm not going to go through it step by step. We'll do it in a time lapse because there aren't many steps to a wool farm. This is pretty standard. You have a sheep on some grass, got a grass around it so that the grass can grow back. When the grass gets eaten by the sheep, it activates an observer, then a dispenser with some shears in it, shears the sheep, and a minecart with a hopper underneath picks the wool up. We're just expanding it slightly. That's the only difference. We're just making it longer. We're adding more sheep so we can get a higher output. So, with that little bit of explanation done, I may as well get on with things. It is pouring down with rain, but the farm is almost finished. And I just love the look of it from above. If you're flying in, you can easily see what section you need to go to get the coloured wool you want, because that's the whole purpose of this farm. Most sheep farms, you can just leave them ongoing and they'll just deliver a little bit of wool at a time. I've done the maths because I like doing the maths. Sheep will eat grass with a chance of 1 in 1,000 every 0.1 seconds, which means they're on average going to eat grass once every 100 seconds. Now, I've got 50 sheep in each section, because when you shear them, they eat an average of 2 wool. So I should be getting 1 wool per second from this farm, which is nice. It means that I don't have to leave it running all the time. I can have on-off switches, but when you do turn it on, you're getting stuff quickly. The problem is with that, we do need 800 sheep. I don't currently have 800 sheep. And I'm not going to bring the sheep that I do have all the way over here. That's going to be a pain. So I need to build a pen, which I'll probably do out the back just so we can move them in easily. I need to build a pen, put a couple of sheep in there. I need to gather, 25 stacks of wheat, which I didn't really think about, and breed all those sheep up. And I have a time limit. Because the plan is we're going to start putting the sheep into the holes during my next live stream with some of the other MineWreckers. And that's in 9 hours. So I need to get going with this. And I think I'm going to start with the wheat problem. And I will improvise a little nano farm. I'm going to need to get them dispensers, pistons, observers, hoppers. I'm going to head back to base, gather some stuff, and then we'll get to work. Right, I think we're ready to go with this nano farm. In the background, I've got the moss farm running, just because I'm going to want moss blocks later. Also, it generates bone meal, which we'll need for the nano farm. But let's get started. Let's see how quickly I can do this. So we're going to start off with a block right there. Behind that is going to be some dirt, and behind that, some leaves which we're going to fill with water, which means that we can then till this soil, and then we can ignore those things. We'll get some birch slabs on either side as well, just to help cut off some light, and then we'll start placing down some dispensers on the slabs, on the leaves. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll then take some more polished andesite, and we're going to bring it round here. I believe like that. And then we're going to take that one up a block. And we can place down our redstone dust. Perfect. We're also then going to get another dispenser. Hopefully I can place this right. Up there. If I go into the top corner, it should face down. Wonderful. Let's just use these stairs to help ourselves maneuver a bit. Okay, so then let's get in the hoppers and chests. And we're just going to have each one fed by its own chest, just to make things a bit easier. Lovely. Now, of course, once we plant the thing, we're going to need to block off the light. So let's get a sticky piston in there with a block in front of it. So that's going to be pushing down. And then the last thing we need, if I can fly, last thing we need is a lever. So we are going to break this dust briefly, put in a couple of scaffolding so that I can place an observer there. Put that dust back. Probably have to break some more dust. No, I wanted that going up. So I'll have a sticky piston there. Block that side. Observer facing upwards. Replace that dust. Put a lever on there. And we have a nano farm. So now I just need to fill it up with bone meal. I've got some wheat seeds to get myself started. And we're going to start farming some wheat. The progress has certainly been made. We've got all of the wheat that I need. I have built out this large platform for breeding all the sheep. Once we've got 2 sheep of each colour, I'm going to put them into pens. I'll extend these fences right to the end so we've got enough room for all 50 of them. And then in each of these shulker boxes, I've got the dye I need. I've got enough wheat to breed all of the sheep of that colour. And also the stained glass that will then plug in these holes so we can run around the top bit without risk of falling in with them. I'm still missing the sheep. Got just over 6 hours until I start streaming, and I have no sheep yet. So I need to locate some sheep. I need to build a little path for them over to here, get them in the pen, and then I can start breeding. Hopefully I have enough time for this. It's going to be tight. We have sheep. Follow the wheat. Follow the wheat. I need to go back in this direction. You're doing great, guys. We may have issues later, but for now you're doing fine when we're in a nice open area. Okay. Now, the hard bit. Onto this staircase. One at a time, please. It's going to be much easier if you go one at a time. There, that'll do. Okay. Do I still have both of you? I still have both of you. And now for the long walk. Oh, and it's getting to night time as well. Right, let's try and get there before the sun goes down. We're so close, but I really don't want things to spawn in there, so hurry up. Hurry up. We are at the fence now. Fantastic! Let's sleep, and then I can get rid of that path and start breeding. Well, it's about 5 minutes before I go live. Most of the breeding's been done. There's still some down the other end where you can see Top down there, who's been helping me with the breeding.
Hello.
So we'll continue doing some breeding as we stream. I don't think we're going to be getting anybody else on here today just because everybody else on the server is American and it's currently Thanksgiving. So, it's going to be me and Top.
Wow. They're not even thankful of the server. How rude.
It's disgusting behaviour, I know. So yeah, we're going to get the sheep in. We'll be going live soon. Yeah, should be a good time.
Nope, come.
It's
Come
really funny
on.
just hearing you struggle.
I bet. No! What? In there. Thank you.
I've just done my 15th sheep.
Well, good for you.
How many have you done?
I haven't counted.
Well, you should have a number of glass in your hand. Take 50, so take that away from 50 and you'll know.
I don't want to tell you.
How many have you done?
You will never know.
I mean, I could
Unless
just
you
come over and have a look.
deliberately count.
I could come over and have a look.
You could, but will you?
I might do.
You won't.
Who knows?
No?
You're not doing too badly. You've done the same number as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? How?
I don't know.
I even had to fix that one mess up at some point.
Yeah, you had a massive mess. Now, I'm not saying you're cheating. All I'll accuse you of is being particularly adept at moving sheep.
Do you have any extra moss?
Yeah, give me just a moment. I'm having some very annoying sheep problems. Just go in the hole. Thank you. Just take that back. So, other way, Top. We can have a double sheeper.
What are you doing?
Well, why were you in the way?
What are you doing?
Why did you stay there when you had the boss?
Why are you hurting like a million of them in one row?
Because that's what was there.
That's not how you do it. That is not how you do this.
Yes, but why did you not move?
I assumed you had like 2 on you.
No, I was quite happily moving along. I was getting them in there just fine, and then you didn't move. I had full control.
No, I refuse to believe that.
No, I did. That's why I said, give me a moment, I'm busy. Because I still have a lot of sheep on me, and I'm doing absolutely fine. Next time, if I say, give me a moment and don't land in front of me. Now I've got a real pain to deal with, and that is on you. Well, that was a lot of fun. We didn't get finished. We didn't get even halfway done. We've got 6 out of the 16 different colours filled. We've done black, grey, light grey, white, brown, and pink. As you saw, we had trouble being caused, both by Top and myself. Top caused a bit of a pile up in one of the holes, and I started a raid, which we had to deal with. So that was fun, because I went over to start moving some villagers into the iron farm, because we've had a little bit of villager loss over there. But, you know, we're getting there. And what's happening so far is working remarkably well. We had a couple of farms running for about 10 minutes, maybe a bit less than that on stream, just because Top wanted to see how efficient these farms were. So if I take the wool, because there's probably going to be wool at the top, put that into the bottom, you can see these are not slow. I've got some in the grey as well. But that is everything I've got time for today. I'm going to try to get the rest of the sheep in before I start the next episode, where we're going to start building my first shop on the server. I wonder what that shop's going to sell. But in the meantime, if you like the episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.